Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.
You remember you get the first right of expression as far as the news hound is concerned for today. Just to re-announce the numbers that are functional. Where's Kadi? Kadi's gone.
0809-234-5913. That's also our WhatsApp number. You can also call 0809-191-3913 or 01515-0913. That's 01515-1913.
All right, phone lines blinking, but just to let you know that People Nzagi, I'm sure you'll remember him. He says that if he had played in the days of VAR, maybe 3/4 of the goals that he scored would have been disallowed.
Very true.
I think he once said he was born offside.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Jamie from Agbede.
Good morning, Jamie. How are you?
Fine, thank you. For Man City, then whitewash Bayern Munich. They cleared that out. For Frank Lampard inspiring Chelsea, I pray it be so. For Inter Milan, good one for him. They are in back in league as Chelsea, but their mentality monster in Champions League. That's what will happen tonight. Chelsea is winning. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, man.
Hello.
You cut him off.
Two-way, Jamie.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Charles.
How are you? What's your name?
I'm fine. My name is Ibrahim, calling from Isoken, Dagada, a first-time caller.
Hey, you got the bell.
And this is my first attempt of dialing this number.
First attempt, wow.
Yeah, Mr. Femi, good morning.
Morning.
Mr. Segun Agbede, Omo, the boss.
Morning, how are you?
I pray, I don't usually get to miss any of your show. Most times I'm in the studio, because you always get to crack me up big time. God bless you all. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. God bless you too. And that wasn't from us. So.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Charles.
Is that?
Good morning, Uncle Shege, and good morning, Femi.
Good morning.
Topper, could you turn down your radio? Turn down the volume, please.
Oh, dear.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Hello, good morning. My name is Afolabi. I'm calling from Apapa.
Okay, I follow you.
Good morning to the guys in the studio, Segun, Mr. Charles, and Femi.
Why you not call me? Why you not call me?
Okay, I'm calling you from Apapa.
Why you not call me uncle?
My friend.
Okay.
The Bible for back. Don't buy that.
Uncle
Charles me right SSC. Don't buy that.
I love you guys. This is first show with a difference.
Thank you.
That's what makes it to be unique. You bring in life issues and then you maturely discuss, jazz, banters, and that's part of what makes us to listen to it.
Thank you very much.
The Super Falcons, I think they are beginning to pick up the pieces. I hope that they can get better, and let's see what comes out of the team. For Chelsea, I'm a Chelsea fan, but even if maybe let me give them 20% chance of going through Real Madrid. If they go through, they are still going to meet Man City, who I believe are primed for this year's trophy. There is no other way out. Chelsea does not really have a chance. The team is in disarray. Yes, a couple of guys are back, but I don't think they have enough in the tank to dislodge a team as fierce as Real Madrid. So I wish them the best, but I don't seem to have. I'm not even going to watch the match, because I don't think they are going to offer anything.
Let me just say something. Football is a funny game, to be honest with you. If anybody told me that Inter Milan will go to Benfica and beat them 2-0, I would say that's a lie. Even yesterday, so football is funny.
You can look at the team. You look at Chelsea. Look at what has happened in the last how many months now. change of coaches, players, and everything that does not even seem to come together.
It doesn't. So, and if you look at the
Real Madrid is not also in a good shape.
Exactly.
You can't really compare them with Chelsea, you know. So I don't really see Chelsea going through. But let's see what happens. Work sometimes can have many sides. Mm-hmm. So I wish them the best of luck.
All right.
So I want to thank you very much, guys, and I really love you to continue in that human angle side of it. And I just want to imagine what Uncle Segun would have been in his younger days. You know,
I was hot stuff. I was hot stuff. I was a guy.
No.
you know. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Ah, come on! I thought that was a lady.
It was.
The thing about Chelsea is that every Chelsea fan is hoping that the miraculous would happen. Segun, you have to be realistic. Yes, in a game of football, anything can happen, but that's what everybody's hoping on. That in a game of football, something miraculous would happen, and Chelsea would put up some kind of magical performance. But you've got to look at the form of the two teams going into competition.
What is Real Madrid?
And Chelsea have absolutely nothing on the table. Absolutely nothing. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Charles. How are you doing now?
I do. Talk me how now?
This is Simon, not Tom.
I thought it was
morning, Simon.
Simon, how you doing?
Fine, sir. That's when I did this now.
Morning, Simon. How are you today?
Fine, sir. Isoken and Femi.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Tat, I want to ask you something. If you have like an opportunity and they say, okay, Tat, we want you to provide a solution to Nigerian sporting problems, and you have only one solution that will solve all the other items. When you just apply that one, it will solve the remaining problems. What will you do?
You're going to answer that question right now, right?
We'll think about it
right now.
That one I see.
I'm telling you.
And there's nothing like one solution.
It's not possible.
Oh, no, it's a question.
All right, we need to make up for the ones that we lost. We can't really count those ones as five calls that are supposed to come
how
through.
many did we lose?
I think we lost about two of them.
Two or three.
Yeah,
And
we
then
lost one
this
lady.
Nigerian question.
We lost Tokbe, we lost the lady. Yeah, that's
And
two
then
confirmed.
Okay.
And then this Nigerian question it's not in the news sound.
But looking at Chelsea, as I said, man, it would take something really magical for Chelsea to get the results. And then you put in a manager.
How about the tie? We're talking about a tie. You're looking at one game. I'm looking at two.
I'm looking at both ties. I'm not looking at just one game. I'm looking at home and away.
I'm putting my money on Chelsea.
Home and away.
To qualify. The one I don't have, obviously.
Of course.
I'm putting it on Chelsea.
I hear what Charles says.
Yeah, I agree.
And to me, Real Madrid are obviously favourites. But I'm just saying.
But they're not in a good place as well.
Exactly. I'm just saying.
They're not in a good place. Were they in a good place last season?
I know, bro.
Was Madrid in a good place last season in the Champions League?
Champions League. It was Chelsea.
Exactly.
Champions League with which manager? Who was the manager?
It was Tommy Boy.
You now bring a manager who knows absolutely nothing. I beg.
Nothing too.
Exactly. I mean, let's not.
Even when Chelsea won it under Di Matteo, it was still based on God knows. Let this thing just happen for us.
Vibes. And that's the vibe we're hoping.
That's the same vibe.
That's what I'm saying. That every Chelsea fan is hoping on that. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing realistic on the table.
They're sitting 11th in the Premier League table with absolutely nothing to play for.
No, you can't say that they have absolutely nothing to play for. That's the only route to Champions League next season.
Excuse you? What do you mean? Are you suggesting that they are going to win it?
They cannot win the Champions League. The only thing we want to do is beat Real Madrid. This plan to the final is open.
Nobody gave them a chance against City.
That's what I'm supposed to say.
When Chelsea won
okay,
it.
if that's the case, then Chelsea will chop it tonight. If you want to use Chelsea will chop it this time.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Charles. You didn't lose Tokwe. I couldn't get through, please. Tokwe, I mean, you didn't lose me,
Yes, so really, yes, you couldn't get through the. You are very much
around. Happy belated birthday to your mother.
Thank you.
She looked very young.
I don't
believe my eyes.
I saw your message, Tokwe. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I wish Chelsea all the best, but I'm not expecting anything. I think Real Madrid, will come out victorious, and I wish all other teams well. Osimhen's team. I don't know how they will be able to cope with AC Milan because they defeated them earlier. I think last week or thereabouts.
2 weeks ago.
So I wish all of them well anyway. And I want you guys to talk about the National Stadium. So, Larry, I don't know what we can do about that stadium now. I don't know what
did you miss?
My only suggestion is that probably they may even grant the ownership, to Lagos State government for proper management. I think that is the way out.
Tokwe, did you miss the show on Monday? Because it seems like you did miss the show on Monday.
Only spoke to Abayo Lobby.
Yeah.
But then I must remember that the minister's life was threatened there. Wow. His life was threatened by an indigent.
I heard you make jokes of that, and I thought it wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny. Did I make a joke? I didn't make a joke about it. It wasn't
funny.
The minister came out to say that 3 years ago his life was threatened.
Yeah, because there are people out there using the National Stadium for illegal activities, and he had to clear the National Stadium. And it's only natural that when you're taking food out of the mouth of someone, the person out of passion will threaten you. That's exactly what happened with the sports minister.
He will go from here to Abuja to go and do something.
No, the minister was in Lagos now.
He was in Lagos now.
One of the inspections. One of the inspections I saw. I was there, and the minister would use his leg to walk inside the stadium now.
Alone, just alone.
There were people around there, but everybody was looking at what they were doing.
And then sometimes threats don't have to be made, face to face.
Dignitaries who have been killed, but they're not security there.
Exactly.
When his name was killed, Kennedy was killed. Didn't he have security?
Kennedy.
He had security there.
Yeah, comparing Jeff Kennedy.
No, I'm just giving an example that he had security and he's still.
In fact, Femi,
sorry.
Threats can be made in different ways.
I just wanted to bring up one stats that I've been waiting to quote. Do you understand about the Napoli game? Yes, AC Milan beat Napoli in the Diego Armando Stadium. Armando Maradona Stadium recently. But Napoli has one of their last 3 visits to the San Siro. How about that? Just wanted to.
Hello.
Okay, we need to take a break. Sorry, we took the call at the wrong time. Can you hold on?
No. You should just call back, please.
Yeah, it's a long way. Okay.
Please.
Okay.
I'll call back.
All right.
All right, welcome back. Sports Zone live on Lagos Talks 91.3. Still talking Champions League football. I guess that person is calling back. Let's see if it's the same person.
Let's hope it's.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sports Zone. Yes, it's the same person.
I'll tell what you try.
My name is Thomas. I'm calling from the Buffalo.
What's on your mind?
Yes. Is it 3 or 4 game consecutive victories for the Falcons? I mean, that's
3.
Something good. But no one seems to be talking about that. If they are lost now, we'll be calling for the head of the coach.
Exactly.
And that. Especially Segun Wajidas, I'm calling him out today.
And Segun.
Segun what? Segun what?
And you know.
I'm not a friend.
The game, like I said, I'm hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. Let's just see how it goes. I will watch the game as a fan today and just keep my fingers crossed. But everything points to a Man City. Yeah, they were just splendid yesterday. Absorbed all Bayern Munich, 2 of them, and just hit them back.
Okay.
Have a good day, guys.
All right, thank you.
That Man City win yesterday just reminded me yet again, of the message sent through by one of our listeners who was talking about players in the right position who played out of position.
Oh yes, I remember.
Patrick Omorodion.
Yes.
Okay. The message that he sent. John Stones. John Stones was played as a defensive midfielder yesterday, and he performed excellently.
Well.
So this argument about playing players out of position, for me, doesn't hold water.
that's the second game in that position. Because
you know the funny thing. I will really agree with that, and if I'm sorry if I have to reference United and all that, but Casemiro gets dropped, and then you play the likes of Fred, McTominay, play Lindelof, bring this guy, what's his name, the Argentine guy, bring him into Martin.
How did we get here?
No, I just having the cojones to do
but that's United. We're talking about Champions League teams here now.
No, what I'm saying here is I'm complimenting, as hard as it is to do for me, I'm complimenting Pep for being able, and he does it on the regular. A lot of coaches do not do that.
The angle is Pep to Super Eagles. We're waiting for you to do Pep to Super Eagles.
No, it's not Super Eagles. There's something, and now I want to go Super Falcons. Super Falcons loved the game yesterday.
Yeah.
Loved the fact that Onome scored.
Did you see it?
Yes, I did. Love the fact
I
that
had a
Onome
problem
scored.
seeing it.
No, there's no way you could have seen it, Segun, because
Why?
because after I think it was 10 or 15 minutes, the game was off the air. There's no way you could have seen it. There's no way. He just lied. There's no way you could have seen it.
That was my data.
I have unlimited Wi-Fi by place.
There's no way you could have seen
It
it.
wasn't about data. No, it wasn't about data.
It wasn't about data.
It was about YouTube. YouTube cut them off.
I have my ways of watching games. Which I don't at liberty to discuss live on there.
Just agree that you just goofed. You didn't watch the game. You did not watch the game, Segun. Don't lie.
I can describe all the goals to you. Do you understand? And the highlights of. I can describe the cohesiveness of the team, the fluency, and the way they play. And I was quite impressed. I'm no Randy. Is it what's his name now? Randy Waldron fan. But hey, get the results, and we'll be happy. But mark of caution. I saw the highlights of this game. Didn't watch this game. Australia beat ending England's 30-game winning streak. Yes, they won 30 games, literally, or at least not losing anyway. And those guys are formidable. And correct me if I'm wrong. Australia are in our group, innit?
Yeah.
So
let's stop England's 30-game unbeaten run.
Yes, unbeaten run. Sorry, not winning streak. But City were awesome yesterday. I honestly thought Bayern. I thought it was going to be a draw, with the tie not be decided yesterday. Probably in matter, but I think that tie is dead.
Yeah, for me, the only irony is the fact that everybody keeps saying play well without a striker. Yesterday just showed why you should play with a striker, because Haaland was important. City, Bayern didn't have a striker. They kept all their strikers on the bench.
Yeah, but City, whether they play with striker or they play without, they can. You see, the thing about City is they have quality. They have Pep did one. A lot of people don't understand where Pep got it right. Forget about all the money and everything. What Pep did right at City was when he came, he cleared out
the deadwood.
Not necessarily deadwood.
It wasn't deadwood.
It was good, not deadwood, and I don't use that. Players that could not adapt to his style of play, he cleared them out and brought in his own players. So all these players that Pep has now can play the Pep way.
And most importantly, Segun, is that these players that Pep has now, before they came to City, were not big name stars.
I agree with you. De Bruyne,
apart from De Bruyne, who was there when he arrived.
When he was already there,
he was there already.
But he was his kind of player, and Pep just made him even better. So that's what Pep does. He buys it. He has an eye to it.
It's about coaching. It's coaching.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's about coaching.
But there's some players that are not coachable. You cannot.
No player, because Sterling, Pep coached Sterling. Sterling has moved on. We can't see the same thing.
You have to have some basics.
Before Pep, Sterling was good.
Sterling was
good.
He was okay at Liverpool.
No, it was very good.
He came to City. He came because he saw what he could do with Sterling.
Who bought him? It wasn't Pep who bought Sterling. It was Pellegrini.
He saw what he could do with Sterling, and Sterling himself and a couple of other players have confessed that Pep made them better footballers.
Of course, that's the essence. But the thing is, if you don't have the basics, you can never.
What's the basics? For you to play football at that level, you must have basics.
No, there's some technical, there's some levels of skill that you must have. That can only
this
be
same Xhaka that Arsenal players condemned before the arrival of Arteta is now the mainstay of Arsenal's midfield.
Coaching.
It's about coaching.
But Xhaka's always been a decent player. His problem was his temperament. Xhaka's never been a bad player. It's his temperament. Xhaka's problem was getting sent off. It was his temperament. even, and in many ways, you can even blame Chaka for contributing to Arsenal dropping 2 points.
It's same McTominay that you guys condemn. He goes to national team duties and he's banging in the goals. He's banging in the goals.
Spain. I beg you. McTominay cannot pass.
Fred is bad. He gets called to the national team.
The last time he wasn't called up.
The World Cup wasn't called up.
How many times did he play the World Cup? I beg.
But some people did not even make that squad.
Does Maguire not get called up for England?
Because the coach knows his value.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
It's a real message.
Good morning, Mazi.
How now, Joe? How you doing?
Good morning.
Daddy,
Good morning.
Only Daddy can see that goal. Uncle Segun. Hello, my son.
You know the funny thing. I have access to things as the ego. I have access to things. So many Nigerians don't have access to. So just leave it at that. I rise above everybody's limitations. Don't worry. I rise.
Listening to you.
I rise.
Listening to you.
I rise.
Mazi, you are not around yesterday. Fatal Shaw's issue.
Fatal Shaw.
Anyhow, we can balance the issue.
No, the thing about Fatal Shaw has this is personal information. You know, he's always wanted to leave Rivers United because he feels stifled at the club. He's not given the kind of support that he needs at Rivers United, and has always made it clear that if something opens up, that he will leave the club side.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. I really appreciate this your submission. Thank you.
All right, let me read a few messages just to clear them out. Adebola says, I called his name in full today. Says, good morning, great people.
Adebola. Is it Adebola or Adebola? What name did you read out?
Adebola now.
Oh, Adebola. I thought you said Adebola. Okay, Adebola.
No, Adebola now. It's only Bola. It says, Charles, best way to save money is by sitting at home, but you have to go out to earn the money, sir. So, well, it's right there. He has the money already at home. Uncle Segun, how many times did I call you, sir? Daddy, you need cleansing of your mind. This here says, this for Maxwell, says, happy birthday, belated birthday to Mr. Charles's mom.
Thank you.
Says, may she be truly blessed in Jesus' name. Amen. Congrats to the Lakers for qualifying for the playoffs and also to the Super Falcons for 3 wins in a row. Say, what a match yesterday
look at it,
for Man City. Says, Uncle Emilora, you are very dirty, but in a humorous way, and I love it. Nice day, guys. We've got this. Says, good morning, Oga Charlie. Please tell us the name of that illness that our doctor was talking.
I don't tell you that.
My instincts tell me that it's not common.
It's not common at all. Okay. Doctor, they Google.
So Gerald here says, it's okay. It's very right about the doctors Googling your ailment because there are similar symptoms for different ailments. Okay. This one here says, good morning, men of Sports Zone. The chess game between City and Bayern yesterday was sweeter than the other room activity. Shay Joby says, Jamie seems to have overthrown Mr. Omotosho as the first-time caller. I guess Pep is wise enough to have said to win against a team like Bayern, you need to perform and turn up in both legs. I hope they can consolidate the win. Doing my bad Manchester United mind.
You know, City haven't lost a game in the Champions League playing at home since 2018. And they've beaten some of the biggest sides in world football.
They've beaten literally all the biggest sides. Right now, most supporters, I think they're on an 8 or 9 game winning streak in all competitions. 5 in the league. So I think this side is done. Honestly, I didn't expect it. I thought it was going to be much tighter.
I was just happy when I read, before the game that Choupo-Moting was not going to be playing.
Choupo-Moting
because
has been good. Yeah,
that guy.
He's been good. He's been good. Talk about stepping up to the plate, and then what you call it. But I feel
it hasn't
Inter Reading. Inter Benfica. The return leg with that tie. Is still open. I think Benfica is going to. I believe that Benfica is a very, very good side. I see them scoring a couple of goals on the road.
This one here says, I don't like calling. I like to listen to callers. I mean, Jamie would just go straight to the point. He should be rewarded for that. Mr. Adurojayo Motosha can accuse PHCN for not helping Bayern win. Every part of the program is fun, Tadi. Thank you for your message. Good morning. I'm a Chelsea fan, and I'm confident Chelsea will get past Real Madrid. The atmosphere of the UCL is always different. I've been Bola. This here says, for the first time in a long time, I agree with Charles. Chelsea's game is dead on arrival. I wanted to upgrade my bouquet before I realized that it might be a waste of money. It's sad that it's been bad managerial decision to another. Otisumi Diallo from Ilukbeju. This one by you as well, your message talking about, it says happy for the Lakers. Say what a great start. Looking impossible for the start, but they're through to the players. Say Tuchel is like Man United under Oli. He ends it there. This one says, hi, sorry to bring in this discussion. Is Carragher trying to be controversial or being serious? Comparing Vidic to Van Dijk. Please, what do you think, Bogizi?
What is a Vidic to Van Dijk? How?
He was saying that... Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
No, go on.
No, he was comparing top defenders in the...
Vidic was a top defender.
He was comparing the influence Van Dijk has in the Premier League. He says it's more than what Vidic did, or I think Carvalho. I think he mentioned Carvalho.
I think it's unfair to judge Van Dijk based on his performance this season. You'd have to go back to Van Dijk when he was at Southampton.
No, I don't think I'm not aware of the comments, but
no, he made the comments. It was just pundits talking about best defenders in their era and all the whatnots. But I think it's unfair the judgment and to say.
No, but if you look at it, I think Carvalho was excellent. In fact, everybody talks about John Terry, but Carvalho in his own way was just as good as John Terry.
Chelsea,
that's
one of the Premier League's best run was at Chelsea's defense.
And those 15 goals in front of Petr Cech,
those two in 38 games.
That's Carvalho, and then Vidic and Ferdinand, and then Van Dijk too. He was the world's most expensive defender at the time. He was absolutely brilliant. Then who's the world's most expensive? Harry Maguire. Moving on.
Favor from Jeremy says, I actually watched the Super Falcons game full time on AfroSport TV yesterday, which is true. Which is true.
So what are we talking about?
But is that where you watched it, or you just hiding?
I didn't want to. Have
you ever heard of AfroSport
Of course.
TV? Who was it?
They work with Digi.
And then the NFL was streaming from that platform.
NFF was streaming
from that platform.
So what are we saying?
Uncle Charles, that doctor is my uncle. He told me about it, TJ.
TJ, doctor, prime patient, clinical.
That makes it even wrong. If there's any such word as wronger.
It shows you how exotic the symptoms were.
TJ completes it now. Tell us what was the full story. Give us the full gist. Bola Gafara says, good morning, guys. I swear, Una know well, most especially Uncle Charles. You be like Mr. Segun not offend Una before. You can't do Una own for public. How does Mr. Segun watch the match when they cut off the link? He still amazes me.
Yeah, but he just said on AfroSports. I didn't want to.
You didn't.
You don't watch anything. No matter.
Why would I advertising?
It's not advertising. It's not. You didn't watch the game. Just agree.
I watched it.
Just to help Nigerians.
If you want me to give a blow by blow,
okay. Describe the stadium.
Which I would not.
Describe the stadium.
I would not.
Describe the stadium. Okay, what jersey did the Super Falcons wear?
You're asking me. You asking Asco. Where's the camera?
What jersey did they wear?
I beg.
Sam from Ayetoro says, good morning, Sports Zone. Interesting show as usual. What if Uncle Segun watched it on Facebook like I did? It was on a number of streaming platforms on Facebook.
You demand them. You know them.
We know what we're talking about. We know what we're talking about. We know what we're talking about.
Which jersey they wear?
I beg.
Steven from Idimu says, I wonder why Nagelsmann sack, who hasn't lost a game in the UCL. I think Bayern's board got it wrong in sacking him.
Oh boy, they were scratching their heads
out of 2 tournaments.
Out of the German Cup and out of the UCL as far as I was on. And the sack Nagelsmann because, well, they were really worried about.
But Nagelsmann was losing now.
He was losing.
But he was still in 3 tournaments. Now you've employed this man and he's out of 2 tournaments in 1 week.
Talk now. Let me have just one.
He's not out of 3. He's still in the UCL.
He's out of the UCL.
What do you mean he's out? He's not out of the UCL.
He's out of the
UCL. He's done.
Let me see. This here says, good morning. Okay, no. This was yesterday.
That's an old message.
Okay. So this one says, good morning, all the sports prof in the studio. Please help me confirm this about Osimhen. I notice on many occasions, whenever he comes to play for Nigeria, he always goes back with one injury that will take him out of his club for a while. Is it coincidence? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Or Noha from Beg. I don't think so. I don't remember him being injured after the World Cup qualifiers where we lost to Ghana. I don't remember him, no. How on earth did Lampard find his way back to Chelsea? If I talk now, then go to court. Don't mean anymore. This says, Uncle Charles, not all Chelsea fans believe there's going to be a miracle again. Okay. Good morning, sports team. You guys should stop hyping Pep. If he can't win UCL with City, then he's not better than his predecessor, Orim from Victoria Island.
True that, yes.
How is he not better than his predecessor? What did his predecessor accomplish apart from winning the title?
He has, title?
All the records that were broken at points, goals, whatever it is.
Whatever. Win UCL.
I beg.
He has right say even.
Besides, he's won UCL before anyway. He's won it before.
We are with unlimited budgets.
Can anybody think that Pep is a failure?
Mourinho had a limited budget at Chelsea, didn't win it. Went to Madrid, didn't win it. Does it stop him from being great?
But
he's won it twice too. Pep has won it twice.
Where?
Barcelona.
Did he win it with Bayern? Did he win it with...
Mourinho won it with Madrid at Chelsea. He had 2 times to try at Chelsea.
Yeah, but Mourinho has won it in 3 different clubs. Porto with no Inter Milan and... 2. Okay, just 2. Well, 2, but at least... What was Porto's budget? What was Inter Milan's budget? City has the biggest
squad was a solid squad
in the world.
That Inter squad was a solid squad.
How about Porto? When he won it with Porto? Porto was a provincial team when Mourinho was there. And they won it. Did the treble there.
I just think it's unfair when we say this about Pep.
I beg. We need to City.
Good morning, Sports Zone. Yesterday UCL game was a surprise to me. Inter beating Benfica and Man City.
Shocking.
Whooping Bayern Munich 3-0. I don't think Chelsea will win Real Madrid tonight, but you said it's full of surprises. So happy the Los Angeles Lakers made the 7th seed of the playoff.
But my man, adding is the top record, is the record scorer, point scorer in the whatchamacallit now in the NBA, isn't he? Which one now? Cowardly. That's very aggressive.
The violent take it by force.
In fact, if Benzema no score hat-trick today, we go remain small. Go remain small.
Lampard, this is the game I'll play in my life. Because I know that I can use this game.
It's not just even Lampard, the players themselves.
The players, they have to
The problem with this man is he's going to go there and play Mason Mount and play all those English boys that don't know the next thing. He's going to play his boys.
But this is the audition for another job. That's even giving me job at the end of the season. This is another one.
Okay. All right, and on that note.
Yeah. Yes, sports will sign out.
Okay.
We are Lagos Talk 91.3.
Let's talk.